And now, here to entertain you all, because every day he's hustling. Side Hustle Cinema.
Welcome back to the channel, Side Hustle Cinema here. Thanks for clicking on this video, and today we're going to do another episode of The Art of Collecting, where we talk about, well, the packaging, the artwork, a little bit about the movies, but we try to keep it mostly based on, the look and appearance of the movies. There's been a lot of talk about it this week, with all the new announcements coming out, official artwork being announced. And the first thing people do is, kind of give it the old thumbs up, thumbs down. Do they like the artwork or not? Would they have liked to seen something better? Well, that's pretty much what this show's about. So, hope you enjoyed it. If you do me a favor, hit that like button. If you're unsubscribed to the channel, please, do so. And, let me know in the comments section. Talk about anything that we discuss on the show today. And so, the first segment I'm going to get started with is kind of a look at, last week's releases. And I like to pick my favorite of the week. Sometimes there's multiple. Other times there's not that many. This week there was really only kind of two of the new releases that sort of stood out. Wasn't a whole lot of slipcover stuff out there. But we did get two really cool steel books, and I'm going to talk about those. So I guess the first one we'll talk about is Angel Heart. And, it's one of those Lionsgate steel books that everyone loves. I didn't pick up either one of these picks yet. I do plan on picking up Angel Heart. I didn't at first, but I've never seen the movie. And I hear that the vibes of it is somewhat similar to the Skeleton Key. So that sounds pretty good to me. I do like the look of this steelbook. Where would it rank, amongst the Lionsgate steelbooks? It's not real high, but it's still pretty cool. I mean, I wouldn't stick it up with the top tier of the Lionsgate steelbooks, but this one's pretty cool. I do like it. And I'm kind of curious to see the movie. But, so that was one of my favorites, but probably the one that took top spot for me this week. And I'm not going to pick this one up because it is one that I have in the collection already. And that is Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom steelbook. These are the steelbooks, honestly, that we should have gotten from the start. I, of course, have the big multi-pack. I didn't get the steelbooks, but I had the the regular 4K editions. That package was terrible. The look of it, the color scheme, the all white, it just didn't fit Indiana Jones. It really didn't feel like an Indiana Jones box set. It just didn't look good. And, they got it right this time. I just wish they hadn't have, done it so late after everyone's already bought the other set. But that's something that they do quite often. Let me know in the comments section how many of you guys are double dipping for those Indiana Jones steelbooks. Alright, well, those are my top two picks for the best packaging, best slipcovers of the week. But we like to talk about the stuff that was just announced. The official artwork releases of some pretty big titles dropped this week. I was all set to talk about The Lost Boys and Poltergeist last week, and so let's play a little thumbs up, thumbs down, and I've heard a lot of people's opinions this week on this topic, and I think I'm gonna be going with the mob on this one. So let's talk about it. First of all, we'll start with the one that's not that bad, and that is The Lost Boys. What can I say? First of all, I don't like the color blue. I just don't associate blue with The Lost Boys. That Blu-ray cover was red, and you've kind of gotten used to seeing the red case. They at least got creative with this one a little bit. I like that they do the bridge scene in the glass reflection. I thought that was pretty creative, and I liked that. But overall, I just think, they could have done a little bit better. I think people really wanted some kind of a scene with the group of vampires, David's group, Kiefer Sutherland, all the guys there. That we've really been spoiled by images when it comes to the Lost Boys. And so anything they did was probably going to fall a little bit short. And they decided to go with the noodles on the back, Michael, they're just noodles. They're worms. They're worms. It's okay. I mean, it's not the greatest. I'm going to give it 1 thumb up. Now, for Poltergeist. Boy, did they miss this one. What a terrible cover. What an absolute terrible cover. I haven't read not one single person who's been like, oh, this cover, home run. No, it's the empty pool that was, filled up with like rainwaters, just muddy. And, it's got those skeletons and stuff in the bottom, which, were real skeletons. But no, I don't like this cover at all. Again, anything with the TV, Carol Ann, the clown would have been great. Something with the clown. So many iconic moments in the movie that I think they probably could have used. Boy, I don't like this one at all. And I had a hard time finding hardly anyone who was talking about the artwork. A lot of people excited for the movie, and I am too. I'm day one on this one. Can't wait to pre-order it. But as far as the artwork goes, I think it fell a little flat. I'm going to go with 2 big thumbs down. We had a lot of horror movie announcements, official artwork to come out this week. So we actually got 3 more that I'm going to go through real quick. And, most of these went pretty good. Fright Night, got announced shortly after the show last week. And, this one is awesome. They went with the traditional, movie poster as the cover. And I think it's a great choice. No need to get cute on this one. That is one of the best movie posters I've seen. I've talked about that on my channel before. I have a little mini poster up on the wall for Fright Night. It's just a great looking poster. And so to make the steelbook, okay, I'm down with that. I like it. And I'm going to go 2 thumbs up. Can't wait for the movie. Next is another one that I think did a really good job, and that's Scream 2. Going with that sort of movie theater scene with all the different ghost faces in ghost faces. Is that the plural of ghost face? In the audience. And then kind of the big one at the top there. I thought it looks really nice. I dig this cover, and I'm gonna give it 2 thumbs up as well. Good job on that one. I Know What You Did Last Summer. Okay, now this one's a little confusing because all along we were getting this pretty cool looking cover. I talked about it in the first week of The Art of Collecting. There was this cool looking cover. It was red, it featured, the cast. You had the fisherman on there. And I'm thinking, okay, well this is looking pretty good. Is this going to be the official artwork? Well, I don't know if it is or not. And because we did get the official artwork, and it's not that. They went with that original movie poster. But unlike Fright Night, this movie poster is very forgettable. It is not a good looking cover. And I don't know if that's just going to be for the jacket cover of the movie, and we're still going to get that cool red slipcover, because that makes a difference. You know, if we get the cool red slipcover, then I would be willing to go ahead and give it 2 thumbs up. Maybe that artwork that they revealed, maybe that's reversible and we get that red cover on the other side. I don't know for sure. And maybe someone's heard in the comments. If I'm missing something, let me know. But if it's just that blue cover, the original artwork, then I'm going to go 2 thumbs down. So if the red cover is the slip cover, it's 2 thumbs up. So the jury's still out on that one a little bit until I find out for sure what's going on there. Like, again, if you've heard, like, what's the deal with that red cover? Is that going to be a slip cover? Is it reversible artwork? Let me know in the comments section. I would greatly appreciate it. But that's going to do it for the thumbs up, thumbs down. Pretty cool announcements this week. They got a lot right. Only got a few things wrong. But, well, let's move on. And now I'm going to move on to the section of the show that I think most people like. I'm still not sure. And that is what I've been making. I make some custom slip covers for different people. And, each week I kind of like to show what some people have ordered. If there's anything interesting at all. Sometimes I'll make myself something. This week I've been super busy though. A lot of things going on life-wise. So I haven't actually hardly made anything for myself. But I did get in some interesting orders and things. So let me show those. And I'm going to start with some Ghostbusters slipcovers. Take a look. So I'm going to show you a couple of slipcovers that I've gotten orders for this week, and one of those orders is one that I actually get fairly often, and it's because these slipcovers are really hard to come by, and that's Ghostbusters 1 and 2, on 4K. Even though the Ghostbuster set came out, that was such a small run that a lot of people still, only have the 4Ks, the standalones that came out, and they don't have the slipcovers for them. Actually, I have those as well, and I don't have the slipcovers for them either. But I was able to create these slipcovers. Let me show them individually here, and then I'll kind of show them together because they go together really well. This was Ghostbusters. And there's the spine. There's the back. And then here's part 2. Yeah, I don't really know who did this artwork, but I found these images online, and they're really nice. I actually prefer these to the originals that was out there, and they look really nice, on the shelf together. Very, very nice. There we go. I think that's better. And yeah, the artwork just really goes together nicely. And so yeah, I've done, I don't know, probably a good half a dozen or better orders for these, and yeah, sending out another one. Well, the next thing I wanted to show you is another one, another slipcover that I've made a few times now, and it pops up whenever the movie seems to go on sale. And this past week, this movie was only $9.96, I think, from the Amazon Prime Day deal, so a lot of people are getting this one in, and that is a copy of The Big Lebowski. So I'm not sure where this artwork was originally used. I don't know what it's from. I just like it a lot. I mean, the picture of, you know, the original slipcover, just, I don't know, it's just kind of boring. And this wasn't a boring movie. You know, this movie was interesting with lots of interesting characters. And I think this slipcover really reflects that. A lot more than the original. I mean, you know, you got Steve Buscemi on there. You know, you got Nick Totoro on there. Of course, John Goodman. I mean, this one's the more interesting cover, I think. I like that it, you know, it changes the color a little bit too. It goes with a deep purple. Yeah, this is a pretty cool cover. I like this one. I didn't get an original cover on my copy, and you know, this is the cover that I use for mine. Well, last week on the show, I showed a copy of a Scream Factory movie, Jeepers Creepers. Well, that got me an order for not only part 1, but someone wanted part 2. And I didn't have this one made up. But there's part 2. And I could find the cover, but I couldn't find the back cover. So I called up my buddy Pop's Movie Dungeon. You know, he's got a whole bunch of Scream Factory. Had him scan me a little copy of the back cover, so I'd have a nice copy. And I was able to throw this thing together. And there it is. I love these. I mean, these are such cool looking covers. I don't have the editions of these movies. I need to get these. Maybe they'll come out on 4K sometime, and I can just pick them up then. But yeah, I'm totally digging those covers. I really like that artwork on there, and of course they look, you know, really nice on the shelf. Very cool. And thanks, you know, big thanks to Pop's Movie Dungeon for helping me get that image so I could hook somebody up with you know, a cool slipcover. Greatly appreciate it. And then the last thing I made, and I actually made these last week, and it's some more shelf setters. You know, shelf setters they're sort of they're foam board cutouts with like a sticker paper over top that you know, they're just fun to put on a shelf, especially if you're going to put it next to a movie that, you know, it represents. It really makes for a nice display piece. It's a cool way to, you know, display your movies, or, you know, make them special, make them stand out a little bit. And I have 2 of them this week I want to show you. And the first one is, I'm going to put it on its little stand here, or I'm going to put it on something to hold it up. Voila, there it is. It's First Blood, Rambo. Thought this was like a really cool artwork on here. And yeah, I thought it turned out pretty good. And it does look pretty nice. Next to, I have it actually, now it's sitting next to my Rambo steelbooks. You know, I have that steelbook set, and just putting this next to it on the shelf looks pretty freaking cool, I gotta say. I do like that artwork on there. Pretty neat. And you know, these are just held up with you know, a little tripod cardboard easel stand is what holds these up. And yeah, they're fun to make. They're fun to have around. And another one I got, and this is in my top 10 of movies of the year, maybe even in my top 5. I really love this movie, and that is The Black Phone. Speaking of sales, but I got the Black Phone here, the little standee. I mean, you got the grabber. This guy, pretty iconic. Definitely an iconic look. I think you'll be seeing people doing cosplay of the grabber for years to come at conventions. Just super creepy face. I really like it. I know the movie's already available for pre-order, so it'll be coming, you know, in the not too distant future. And got this little shelf setter, just to kind of, I don't know, just to have. Well, that's going to do it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Working on a bunch of different projects, got a bunch of things lined up. My wish list, my to-do list is long. I'm working through it. Hopefully you guys are liking the show. Do me a favor, you know, hit that thumbs up, leave comments, try to help me share this thing around, let some people know or something, you know, because, I mean, people talk about this stuff all week long, and I don't know if the show just isn't really coming across with the thumbnails and things. I don't know, but, you know, just trying to get the, you know, the show out there a little bit, so anything you can do to help, that'd be great. And, well, I'll catch you on the next one, so stay safe, have fun, and keep watching those movies. I'll see you next week.